Ever look at those overgrown hedges at the top of your fence and just decide to ignore them for another season? We have all been there. Dragging out a ladder is a chore, and honestly, it is a bit of a safety hazard. That is where this pole trimmer comes in. It is one of those tools that makes you wonder why you waited so long to pick one up. Right out of the box, the first thing you notice is that it is surprisingly light. At just under 8 pounds, it does not feel like you are lugging around a piece of heavy machinery, which is a huge deal when you are holding it over your head for 10 minutes straight. The fiberglass sections feel solid, and they lock together with a satisfying click that gives you confidence that the thing isn't going to wobble while you are working. What really makes this thing shine is the pivoting head. You can tilt it into 5 different positions, which is a lifesaver when you are trying to get the top of a hedge flat or reaching down to clean up the sides without having to contort your own body into weird shapes. It is a dual-action blade, which is just a fancy way of saying it cuts smoothly without shaking your arms to pieces. You get a lot less of that annoying vibration that usually leaves your hands feeling numb after a long afternoon of yard work. Now let's talk about the power. It runs on a 20V battery, and since it is part of the Power Connect system, you can swap that battery into other tools if you already own them. That is a nice touch. The battery life is solid enough to get through a decent-sized yard, and it holds a charge for a long time if you leave it sitting in the shed over the winter. You won't be dealing with gas, oil, or tangled extension cords, which is the real win here. Just pop the battery in, pull the trigger, and you are ready to go. Of course, it is not perfect. If you are trying to tackle thick, woody branches that are pushing the limits of that 7/16" capacity, it might struggle a bit or get hung up. It is definitely designed for maintenance and shaping rather than heavy-duty clearing of small trees. Also, when you have it fully extended to that 11-foot reach, it can get a little top-heavy, so you will want to keep a firm grip on that soft-touch handle. It takes a little bit of practice to get the balance right when you are at full extension, but once you get the hang of it, it is a breeze. If you are tired of the ladder and just want to get your hedges looking sharp without a massive headache, this is a pretty smart way to go. It is simple, it is effective, and it saves your back from a lot of unnecessary strain.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.